Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. I'm Baba Money. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Bill 7, good morning. Jancy, good morning. Appreciate the support. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badges and forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons. Enjoy access to the pre-market show. Shayak, good morning. Hardo, good morning. Does a special end at midnight tonight? Yes, it does. Today is the last day for BBM 90. Make sure you take advantage of it while it lasts. If you like to, this is the time to stock up on your 90% off code and take advantage of it. So this is the time to do it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. TGIM, guys. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. We love celebrating Monday here because that means what? We get to come back to do the thing we love with the community we love. Can you ask for anything better than that? I don't think so. Doing the things you love with the community you love. Jeez. It's a powerful combination. Powerful combination. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Dante, B. Charles, Avatar. Good morning, guys. Welcome, welcome. New fee. Rock on this morning. All right. Rosales. Good morning. Hugh. Good morning. Speedy Boy. Good morning. Richard Harris. Good morning. There is news at 10 o'clock. ISM manufacturing numbers are coming out. And ISM manufacturing? Yep. ISM manufacturing PMI. Is it make or break news? Hard to say. Really hard to say. I will say, though, this week, please be aware. We have news every single day this week. And it's no joke. These are some big news items. And I am Yes, I am. I am pretty. I'm pretty much thinking like on Wednesday is gonna be the big day. If you guys don't know, Wednesday. Well, let me just go over all the news items. Today, ISM manufacturing PMI at 10 o'clock. Make or break your accounts? Maybe, quite possibly. 10 o'clock tomorrow. JOLTS job openings. Make or break? Maybe, probably not, but maybe. Um, when I say make or break your accounts, what I mean is that you can literally pass all your evals in one trade during the news. And this is evals, um, not PAs. I would not recommend ever trading news on PAs because that's part of the agreement not to do that. But with evals, hey, all is fair. So what you have on Wednesday is 8:15 non-farm employment change. Make or break? Probably not, but maybe. 10 o'clock ISM services PMI. Make or break? Maybe. 2 p.m. FOMC statement. Make or break? Yes. Just the answer is yes. 2:30 FOMC press conference. We'll see. The FOMC at 2 o'clock. The thing about what I've noticed on Wednesdays, if there's multiple news items, that sometimes the news in the morning, even though it's less impactful, it might actually make the market move before, kind of like prematurely, and during the FOMC announcement, nothing really happens because like a big move has already happened. So like if in the morning, big news, like the market moves like large, like a big amount, with the ISM services PMI, for instance, at 10 o'clock, then at 2 o'clock, the market may not move that much with the FOMC statement. And if the market doesn't move with the ISM service PMI, then FOMC statement definitely, I feel like it's just like a 90%, 95% chance it's going to be a make or break your account kind of trade. But if it does move in the morning, there may be a chance that FOMC may not have a big, like some big volatility. So it's just tough to say when there's that much news, right? It might kind of, there might be no more fuel in the tank, let's say, after the news in the morning. So it's big, just a lot of news on Wednesday. Thursday, unemployment claims, make or break, perhaps. And Friday, unemployment rate, make or break, maybe. But Wednesday is just like where I feel like if you're looking for one of those like the big trades, I would say Wednesday is the day to look for it. That's why, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. So I am a panda, so my IQ cannot be that high. I mean, we're almost extinct here, so there's a reason why pandas are endangered. Are they endangered still? Let me look real quick. I should know my own species. Oh, hey, guys. Good news. If you didn't know, pandas have upgraded their status from endangered to vulnerable. We are now vulnerable. Amazing. Good job. Good work, guys. Good work, guys. We did it. With our powers combined, we did it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Wayne Bicknell, good morning. Welcome, guys. Make sure you scalp that like button. Today is news at 10 o'clock, so please be aware. Market's about to open in 2.5 minutes. Let's do some quick market analysis. Daily chart, strong bull bar ending on its high. 2 bull bars ending near its high. Above the 20 MA. On an uptrend. I mean, that is looking bullish to me, if I were to say. And almost certain we're going to test this pivot high and probably test this pivot high as well. That is what I'm feeling here. That's what it looks like. These two strong bull bars, you're thinking bulls are now always in long, and what does that mean by the close? That means bulls will just enter long immediately. This is the daily chart, so this is what I think is going to happen. The 10,000 tick chart. Okay. We are just in an uptrend, very strong uptrend here. Let's see. Okay. I feel like we are on an uptrend here, but it's kind of getting weak. It's getting a little weak here. Where we should be testing this bottom of the channel. It's kind of breaking through now. A little hard to say what's happening here. If I were to capture more points, it would look something more like this. One minute left. Pandas, guess what? Guess what, pandas? Big Mama. Big Mama is a setup today that we can take. Good morning, guys. Heart Attack Gaming, is it Martini Monday? I love martinis. You know, that's so cool. I actually love martinis. Martinis. I actually really like martinis. You gotta make it dirty. You gotta make it dirty. Market just opened, pandas. We're looking for a Big Mama today. Big Mama about to hit. Let's see if we can get up to it. But until then, let's see if we can find setups. Let's look at what's happening here in the market. Break a trend new high. Reverses. Strong reversal. Good trap trade there. Makes sense. Push up. Another trap trade here. Breaks trend new high. Two pushes down. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. It could be an uptrend now. I do feel like we're in a trading range at the moment here. Quite a large trading range being shown on 10,000 tick chart. Trading range 10,000 tick. 5-minute chart. Pretty much opens where it closes on Friday. Guys trying to get me to do some Martini Mondays. Get me to drink early in the morning. TGIM, guys. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream where we trade every single day here. The one single instrument, the emini, and you know, we trade together. So am I looking for a second entry short here? I am not. But if it does happen and it does make a scalp, I'll consider that to be part of my analysis. But I'm not looking for a short trade here. The market could be really slow until the news. It could be possible. Lucas asks, what does Big Mama trade mean? Well, you're about to find out. Big Mama simply is just we're scalping the daily chart. Now, I call them Big Mamas because we're looking for teeny scalp on a daily setup, which is a Big Mama. Big Mamas happen around once a day. Quite sideways, but kind of flagging out here, bull flag. We're clearly above the 20 MA right now, not closing beneath it. So this is just showing strength, signs of bullishness here. About 6 bars overlapping here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're dojis. 5 of them are dojis. Or doji-like. Lawrence asks, did Big Mama already hit twice overnight? Yes. It did hit twice. Once here, again here. Uriel, welcome. Lawrence, welcome. Uriel, thanks for all your support. I appreciate it. Corsi, market chop, yep. Untradeable in the mornings with this chop here. So we had some signs that this was going to go up because we saw that it was having a tough time closing beneath the 20 MA. Gap fills, 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart gap fills perfectly. No more unfinished business here. I'll just be surprised if this reverses here. I really would be. But hey, it is what it is. Market can do whatever it wants. This could either be a trading range starting to develop. Small, teeny little trading range. Or an uptrend. Looking at this decently strong bear bar, it's making it confusing for me. It's hard for me to find any trades right now. Or any potential trades. It's because I don't know the clear direction of the market right now. Trap triggers, the smallest teeny bar right there. Interesting. Jeez. Trap triggers here. Still having a tough time closing beneath the 20 MA. Could be a spike in channel of some sort. Spike, channel, something like this. Something like that. Spike, channel. But we'll see what develops here. Do I like this trap trade? I don't. I just feel like it's too choppy. Too many sideways bars. This bear bar was too strong for me to think of going long here now. I know you gotta recognize this. You need to reckon this bear bar here, and reckon before that it was a trading range. So anything could happen. It looks like it wants to push up now. Ooh, hello. Trap works out nicely. And again, clues to give us that this move was going to go up was having a hard time closing beneath the 20 minute. I am saying that I mentioned that already. I'm not saying that that means I'm going long. It just means that we could have a potential premise that we're still in an uptrend here. Big Mama may trigger here. Get a nice Big Mama in the morning. Nice way to start the day. Just watching. Pandas. Are we going to get Big Mama? Is it going to happen this morning? The week just started, Pandas. Are we going to begin this week with a bang here? I'm just saying the daily chart looks super bullish. We could have a strong bull trend day today. I wouldn't be surprised. I wish this. Hope it pulls back. Yes. You got to recognize, because you're seeing this with your own eyes manually, you can trade this however you feel comfortable. You can wait for actual setup. Maybe a second entry long of some sort. Could be creating a wedge here as well. 1, 2, 3 pushes up. Potential trap trade. Pandas. Make sure you scalp that like button. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Big Mama's about to trigger here. I'm ready for it. Are you? I'm ready for it. Are you guys? Let's get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Woo! All right, it's so close to triggering Big Mama. Whew, Pandas. I'm not nervous. Are you nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. It's not 10. It's not like it's just 10 contracts. Whoo! Whoo! Oh man. I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. Are you guys nervous? I'm not nervous. 1.5 points, 10 contracts. News is about to trigger in about 2.5 minutes. Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. The problem with the news is not that, if it triggers on news, so be it, because this is a setup I'll take no matter what. But the problem is that the volatility can be so high. If it does go the other way, like triggers me and then just reverses like sharply, it can create some slippage, which is the thing I'm most worried about, slippage. I don't mind it triggering, like, because if it happens, it triggers in a place I would take the trade regardless of news or not. But the problem is that if it does happen to trigger and then reverse on me, and the reversal is happening at a low liquidity, like in low liquidity because of the crazy volatility created by news sometimes, I may get crazy slippage, which is not what I want. Like, you could talk about, it could be like 20 point slippage. Like, I'm not joking. 20-point slippage. Whew. Going a little bit sideways here. Spike channel. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the fact that like we could potentially be on top of a channel here. Don't like that. Don't like that. Actually, I should reload my historical, but I don't want to do it near like potential news. I will reload my historical after this, after a minute or so. If you want to know what chart I'm looking at, you can look at the top right of your screen. Woo! Big news, or big mama. During news time, potential news time. Ooh. Okay, 9:45, nothing. It's 10 o'clock is actually the big high impact news. This is why I only pay attention to high impact news. Ooh. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna reload my historical. This could be a bad idea. We have high impact news at 10 o'clock. Oh man, Big Mama about to trigger when my charts are reloading here. Oh, Big Mama! We're in, Big Mama. We are in, Pandas. Big Mama. Whew. Almost want a little bit more off of this. We'll go for 2 though. Still waiting for it to be filled here. Struggling. Like so slow, chopping around here. Looking good. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy money. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. Got that bamboo. Let's go, baby. Big Mama. Don't mess with Big Mamas, man. Do not mess with Big Mamas. It looks like my run is getting stopped out. I mean, what can you say? Most likely get stopped out. Not a lot of buffer here, to be honest. But pandas can dream. Pandas can dream. Oof. Yeah. I don't think the runner's gonna last. I don't think the runner's gonna last. It'd be nice if it did, but I don't think it will. And I'm okay with that. The runners is free money. It's free money here. Risk-free trading at this point. Taking your risk off. I mean, we're still in this trade, pandas. I could be speaking too soon. The runner could work out. And it could be a nice runner. That's what I'm hoping for. If we get another push up here, then we're in much better shape. It just seems already a little overextended. Looks like it wants a pullback sometime soon. But who knows? I mean, we're saved by one tick. Okay, it's a good sign. If we break this pivot high, I'm going Super Saiyan mode. If we break this pivot high, I'm going Super Saiyan. We gotta break the previous pivot high. Otherwise, I wouldn't even consider it. I'm just watching this runner. I don't think it's gonna last very long. This is just my feeling here. Pandas can dream. Pandas can dream. Dream big. Don't stop me out. Yes. Yes. Don't reverse. Don't do it. Come on. For the content. For the content market. Don't you want to create good content? Come on. Come on. Okay. I mean, neutral. It's bullish. What can I say? Still a little shaky. Still a little. Still, I don't feel too good about it still. Whew. Yeah, it's not looking good. If we break this, it's all good, pandas. We got our bamboo. It is what it is. You gotta manage it how you manage it every other trade. You can't treat it differently. And hey, if the runner gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. The nice thing about runners is it's free money. And we're up 783 pandas with one trade today. We can call it a day with those big mama trades. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. That's the beauty about big mama trades, is that they're easy, so easy, and you can set them up and walk away, and you know, it is what it is. But up 783 pandas. I mean, you don't have to trade for the rest of the day. You could be done. Second entry long here, off the previous day's high. We could get another push up. It might have just stopped us out. Now it's gonna go the way we want it to go, unfortunately. But I didn't want to extend. You know, I didn't want to lose more money than I had to there. So that's the thing about managing runners, is that high probability for them to get stopped out, but it's because it's risk free. You know, I put it in break even +1 tick. So no matter what, I'll make money on it. Not that much money, but you know, you're protecting yourself from losing money. That's the price you pay. The price you pay is low probability. You're paying in probability there. You're always paying a price somewhere. So let's go, baby. Easy peasy money. Big mama. Hey, pandas. Big mamas are a little secret. Don't tell other people about it, but make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let's grow this community, pandas. It helps a lot. Let's gather other people who would love to trade the emini every single day with us. I bet you big mamas are even better on NASDAQ, to be honest. How I kept my P&L with just big mamas. Yes, I have automated strategy that trades big mamas, sets them up every single day, and manages it also. So Yeah, sooner or later, we gotta keep Big Mama a secret because once the word comes out and institutions start taking once they learn about it, they may take advantage of it. And but you can always tell by price action, daily chart. The reason why I take Big Mama there is because we're in a strong bull move here, so I would take a Big Mama to go long there. You gotta look for the setup on the daily chart. That's what it was. Like, for instance, not all Big Mamas are created equal. These Big Mamas here, these actually fail, but you're trying to go short in these long wicks. They all fail. So you gotta take note that if you wouldn't take the setup on a 2000 tick chart, then don't take it on the daily chart. But just in general, breaking the previous day's range is a high probability trade for a scalp, for a failed breakout of some sort. It breaks out, doesn't go very far, but it breaks up enough to scalp you out, and then may reverse. But just know that your chances are higher if you're able to trade setups on the daily chart that you would take on any other chart. If it's like you wouldn't take it on the daily chart, then why would you take it on any other chart? Big Mamas. Are we still negative though? We're so close to being positive, pandas. We're so close to getting positive. Need to get back in the green so I can tell people I'm a profitable trader. Almost there. Took a couple big hits before, like big hits before, but now we're back. We're almost back to break even here. Maybe it's some sort of double top here. Maybe a wedge created here. Bouncing a couple times off the 240 SMA. This is why I like to have the 240 SMA on my charts, because of the reactions that you get off of it. Angel asks, I purchased a trading range indicator a while back. I was wondering where I can get the update. You can go to the official website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. Go to the membership section and go to downloads. You'll find it there. Don't even let me get on my rant. Don't let me even go on my rant of why Apex is the best prop firm and why this 783 is no small money. Don't even make me begin my rant. We do have news at 10 o'clock, so please be aware. But I probably will do the rant to let people know, because today is the last day for BBM 90. 90% off Apex evaluations. If you guys don't know, we are trading 100% risk-free on this channel every single day. And even more risk-free because you get 90% off prop firm accounts. 90% off. It's incredible. So you have the ability to get funded for as little as like $16 or something. How much is the lowest amount? I should have that stat on me. Not even $15. $14. You can get funded for $14, pandas. $14. That's incredible. It's not even $15. For as less than $15, you can get funded $25,000. That's the lowest one they have. I personally would recommend, if you're just beginning, to start with the 50K. Because it's cheap and you have a potential to get it to a funded account. But and the profit target versus the trailing stop loss limit is probably the best bang for your buck. I think. You could trade up to 10 contracts, which is incredible. Abdel says Apex doesn't support my country. That is just unfortunate. I understand Apex wants to protect itself, and yeah, I get it. But of course, they lose business. You know, with them being safe, they lose business. But hopefully, I mean, they're thinking that business is worth losing because of the long term. But I don't know. That's their business decisions there. Big Mama set up beautiful trade. Such a good trade. L. Jackson, do you ever do Big Mama overnight? To be honest, yes, I do. I did take this Big Mama overnight.
Trap.
News just dropped, 10 o'clock. ISM. Went down about 6 points. And is it a make or break your account trade? Maybe. It's kind of stalled out here. You could reverse very strongly here. Who knows? But yes, I do take Big Mamas overnight. So like if you were in a trade here and your stop loss is like one tick underneath this bar, let's just say, like you might have got slippage there. You might have got slippage because it happened so quick. Are we looking for a setup here, Pandas? Do we want to go short is a question. I don't know. That's tough. Okay, maybe get another push down here. Okay, lower high. Maybe a second entry short here. That's the first entry. And look at 1, 2, 3, 3 bars overlapping. Things get a little tricky when 3 bars start to overlap like that. Like completely overlap. Things could get a little tricky. It is in a smaller time range or time frame. It is creating a range. Okay, it could create a second entry short here. Let me ask you, Pandas, what would you do? I'll get the pull loaded up here. Would you take the second entry short here, Pandas? A, B, C, coming off the 20 EMA. If we get a decent signal bar, would you take this second entry short here? Strong bear bar, ending near its low, stalling out here. About 4 bars overlapping at this point. We're at the 20 EMA, hitting our heads here. Would you take a second entry short here, Pandas? Second entry short, decent push down. %43 of you said no. 20% of you says a fail second entry short. Interesting. Okay. So you guys are pretty bullish still, even with this decent move down. Interesting. Okay. I've never really seen the fail second entry short option chose. Oh, decent signal bar though. Decent looking signal bar. Signal bar is looking nice. Second entry short does trigger. Let's see if it scalps. The reason why I'm skipping it personally because on higher time frames we are on support. So I'm skipping it. Plus first breaker trend. Could test for a new high. This trap may trigger. But the 20 EMA is curling downwards. You can tell. You can see that it's pointing down. So it could keep going down here. Big reason why I'm not taking this is because on the higher time frames we are on support, such as the 10,000 tick chart. We are on a 20 EMA. 5-minute chart looks like it's trying to get away from the 20 EMA as well. The 20 EMA on the 2,000 tick chart is pointing downward. I would be sweating right now. I would be feeling the heat. Ooh, trap does trigger. Maybe a lower high, maybe worth taking here. But look how choppy we are at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars of overlapping bars. 9 bars of overlap. Lower high setup maybe here. I'm going to sit on my pause just because it's just going way too sideways at this point. Sit on my pause here. This is really going sideways. This just feels more like a limit order market. I'm going to let it play out both ways. I do not mind missing this up because it's too confusing for me. I don't mind missing the move here if it does move. So those who took the trap trade may be in this trap trade now. But notice it triggers underneath the 20 MA even by 1 tick. Still underneath the 20 MA. Lower high second entry short may trigger here. Amazing pandas. If you went short here, you're still safe, right? Your stop loss is up here. I would probably come out break even right there. When that spike down right there, I'll probably come out break even and just call it a day on this trade at least. Come out break even, let it play out. Right? You never want your trade to reverse, and if it comes to a point where you can come out break even, that's where I would come out break even. Just come out break even. Just let it go. Hate when my trades reverse. It does push down lower high second entry short. 20 EMA still curling downwards. Let's see if the original scalp would work. Your target is 1, 2 down here. Your target is down here. It has to hit this blue line in order for you to scalp out 2 points. And that's a perfect scalp. Absolute scalp is 1 tick beneath that. Whoo! Reverses again, pandas. Amazing, right? You never want to see this reverse. This is way too choppy. Notice where it bounces at the bottom of these bodies, showing that we are in a limit order market. People are buying down here, selling up here, making this trade very, very confusing and a little bit sus. I'm glad I'm not in this trade regardless. So if you're in this trade, thoughts and prayers to you. Eight ways. What chart is this? This is the E-mini. S&P 500 futures. Amazing. The market has done nothing yet. We're basically at the previous day's close. It's bouncing around. Ooh. We're clearly underneath the 20 MA. Okay. Another attempt down. Maybe we'll scalp out here. At any point in time, you could come out break even. And just move on to the next. Okay, my scalp out. So congrats to those who are going short. It looks good for you. Perfect scalp, absolute scalp. Congratulations to those who went short. You just went through pure torture, but it does work out for you. So congratulations. Absolutely amazing. You have those brass paws, diamond paws. So congratulations to those who did that short. I am glad I skipped it regardless, just because I felt like it's starting to get 50-50, and I don't mind that. But again, notice the bearish clues we're getting staying underneath the 20 MA. 20 MA also pointing down. This is where you get the idea that maybe this has more room to go down. Hope you guys have good health insurance, because trading, definitely you need to have a good heart. You need to have a strong heart when it comes to trading. Wow, scalps, yeah, looks like it's about to reverse again. Amazing. just confusing. I mean, the news just created this big drop and no follow through. It's just complete sideways movement. I have no idea, pandas. I mean, I have no idea. Robert Lee, sweating, feeling the heat. Hey, I felt the heat for you guys there. I was like emotionally in that trade, even though I wasn't even in it. So I'm like, I'm a little drained from that. I wasn't even in that trade and I was stressing out. Just so confusing. When the market starts to do this, it actually makes me angry. It just bewilders me. All right, so still trading range, amazing. But now we're starting to push up above the 20 MA, creating a strong bull bar above the 20 MA. May look for a new high at this point. Spike channel, break a channel and trend, basically. And we're trying to look for a new high. Making a double top of some sorts. At this point, it would be a triple top, I think. Well, 1, 2, 3, wedge. Decent push up, Big Mama hits again. I'm not taking Big Mama because I already scalped out my Big Mama. Okay, decent push up. 2 strong bull bars, any on its high. So notice this trade here today was high impact news, but it wasn't a make or break your account. If you want to make or break your account, you need to have a movement of about, let's say, from my calculation, I believe 12 points is enough to pass any account. If you can get a 12-point move with very little pullbacks or drawdown, then you can basically pass any account that Apex has. And that's basically the hardest one to pass is the $300,000 one, which is the one we're trading now. So that one is, you know, it is what it is. The lower accounts are easier to pass. You don't need 12 points. I think with the 50K account, you need to have, what, 3,000... You need to reach, what, $3,000? $5,000? It's $5,000 divided by 10, which is the max, divided by 50. You need a 10-point move, but that's not including commission. So if you want to add commission, you need like a 10.25 point move. So if you have one move, like one solid move of 10.25 points, you can pass the 3,000. It's 3,000. That's even less, even easier. Sorry, I haven't done the 50. You need 6-point move, pandas. You know what? If you went to news here, you guessed right. You're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. Basically, you need 6 points in one direction to pass a 50K account. So you could have maybe just squeezed one out there. But that's what I mean by make or break. Every account's different. The hardest one to pass is a 300K, which you need 12 points. But when I say 12 points, I mean like max contracts, 12 points. But here, 50K account, max contracts, 10 contracts. With the 50K account, $3,000. You need a 6-point move. Technically a 6.25 move because you need to account for commissions. And so the range of this one bar, is... Well, that is if you can, get exactly at the high here. But yeah, basically you have a 6-point move from the open of this bar to the low, and you get a little bit more higher low set up here on the 2000 tick. Yep. So you can see how easy it is to pass a 50K account. That's another reason why I encourage the 50K account if you're kind of beginning, because you can actually pass it pretty easily, just like with one trade basically. And yeah, Actually, if you're beginning, I don't recommend doing that at all. If you're beginning, I recommend, you know, like get the 25K account, trade micros, double your account, see if you can even get. If you can complete a 25K account using trading only micros, you are in a very good position. Very good position. The trading goal for the 50K account, 25K account is what? What's the goal for the 25K account? The goal for the 25K account is only 1,500. So if you trade micros on them and you can get, if you can pass it, then I'll say that you're in a pretty good position to start trading. That's really good. If you can get to the goal of, was it 1,250 or 1,500? Sorry, 1,500. Trading only micros, you're in a very good position, I think. Daryl says, but that is gambling. It's true, it is gambling. It's gambling. It is. It's no skill involved. It's just luck. To fail, how many points I need? You need 5 points to fail. That's 5-point drawdown. We got second entry long here, pandas. Do I like it? I feel like the market is starting to create a triangle. And it's making things a bit confusing for me. And so... and for that reason, I'm out. Pulling a little Barbara there, but skip it. Terrible signal bar as well. It looks like it's trying to triangle. If you're a swing trader, this could be a decent setup for you to take, but because of this potential triangle, I'm not gonna take this trade. Robert Lisa, for safety, I would say do trade evade simulation, and when you feel comfortable, to move her. Yeah, that too. Do sim trading. However ways you can get free data or really cheap data, I would recommend sim trading for a little bit. But ultimately, you need to get your hands dirty. We're getting a nice move up, second entry long. Scalps out pretty immediately. Unfortunately, not taking that trade because of the terrible looking signal bar. Terrible, absolutely terrible looking signal bar. And when the entry bar triggers, there's no retracement that can feel like, okay, I like this entry bar, let me get a retracement. Unfortunately, now I'm making a new high. Missing that move. It's just very hard to tell which direction that was going to go because the very fact that, yeah, we just had this chop here. We can have a failed breakdown coming back to this chop. Pushing higher now. We may be on a very strong uptrend. According to the daily chart, I just feel like potentially we just have a, uptrend day today. Also, the 5-minute chart doesn't even test the 20 MA once. 99.999% chance we will touch the 20 MA sometime today, and it missed it. Showing the strength of the bulls. A strong bull bar on the 10,000 tick chart, expecting follow through here. That was a Pikachu trade as well. It's just tough in my opinion. Just straight up terrible signal bar and starting to get overlapping. Right, there's not enough room. So once just triggers, the problem is when it triggers, basically triggering above the pivot high as well. So I don't know, that's tough. I'm not taking that trade. New high created though, break a trend, new high. Could be a double top here at this point. Basically, wedge with a double top. Right, you have this wedge here. And then a double top. If we get a trap trade here, I would consider going short, which is kind of crazy because it does feel like today may be a strong bold trend day today. But according to price action, that is the setup. Yeah, Howard says $15 for a month for free data is insanely great, and that's why I recommend Apex with the 90% off code. Especially less than 15 bucks, you can get not only free data but free license, free lifetime license. The reason why I didn't take Big Mama here is because I already scalped out on Big Mama. I'm not gonna take it again. At that point, it could turn to a double top, and I'm not willing to risk that. It looks very bullish. What can I say? This market looks very bullish right now. The only problem is that we have a break of trend new high, but other than that, this looks very bullish. The 10,000 tick chart is almost giving it away of what it's trying to do. Obi says, what data are you referring to? The data I'm referring to is market data. For instance, if you want to trade sim, what you would have to do right now, go to NinjaTrader and sign up for a new account every 2 weeks in order just to trade sim. But you can pay for a low monthly fee of, well, after the first month, it turns to 80% off. So, decent push down. I would be tempted to take a trap trade here. The only reason why I will be hesitant is because I feel like on the higher time frames we are showing some bullishness. But according to this chart right here, it is a decent spot for a failed second entry long, which I will be tempted to take. A, B, C, especially if it triggers beneath the 20 MA. Right, A, B, C, two-legged pullback, but that second entry long fails, reverses. What do I mean by this? For those who are new to this channel, we trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. And of course, the proprietary trade, big mama trade, of course. But A, B, C, basically we're looking for 2 legs down. So we call this the first pullback, right? In an uptrend, first pullback, we call this the first entry. And this is the second pullback, and we call this a second entry. So basically it's an entry after the second pullback, two-legged pullback. And the trap is essentially, we want to go long here typically with trend. But if we're in an area where we feel like it may reverse, right, say near resistance, or if it's creating a reversal pattern, then you go and actually trade the opposite of the second entry long. So you let the second entry long trigger, you wait for it to reverse, breaking the previous candle's low, and then that's where you enter to go short. And we're pushing decently strong down now. Strong bear bar ending near its low. Unfortunately, no setup for us, right? We don't have any setup here. It just goes straight down. You know, I guess you can consider maybe a Pikachu trade here, or just another failed second entry long attempt here. Decent push down. The strong bullishness on the 10,000 tick chart doesn't prove to have any follow through. Strong bull bar, no follow through whatsoever. Just a really strong push down back to the bottom of the trading range, marked by the trading range indicator on the 2,000 tick chart, as you can see. Our 2,000 tick chart is showing us a trading range on the trading range indicator. Maybe difficult for you to see because I made the lines kind of light. I do that on purpose so the trading range indicator doesn't create too much noise on the chart. I will say this though. Richard Harris talks about his dad not allowing him to trade prop firm. If you're a profitable trader, I will say no matter what, get prop firms. Even if you trade your own personal money, get prop firms. If you're a profitable trader, why not? Why not? You're just increasing your capital, you're increasing your gains. Even if you trade your own personal funds, get a prop account. because you have the trade copier, which means that if you can make money in your personal account, guess what? You can make money on your prop firm account. Now, let's say like your strategy requires you to have incredible, huge amounts of trailing threshold, where prop firms don't fit your strategy. Then use your brain. Then don't do it. But for most people, I feel like this trailing threshold is large enough that fits most people's strategies, and so if you're profitable, I would highly recommend get a prop firm account, get the trade copier, copy across 4 or 5 accounts if you want, 10 accounts, 20 accounts, whatever, how many accounts you want. But if you're profitable, that's extra money in the bank. There's no reason not to, because it's virtually risk-free. Virtually risk-free. Why I say virtually is because you have to pay for some fees, but that's it. Like your loss is very, very, minimal. You lose your fees. That's it. But when it comes to actual like capital being touched, you're in zero risk of trade. Like the risk reward of trade, the product you get at Apex is just so good. Like that's why I highly recommend it. So please, if you're on the fence, this is the time to try it out. If you want, you got the 90% off code. You gotta use it when you can. By the way, today is the last day for it, so take advantage while it lasts. And this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it because Wednesday, like I mentioned, huge news on Wednesday. Let me go over the news and why it's important. Huge news on Wednesday. You have ISM services PMI at 10 a.m. You have the big news FOMC statement and Fed funds rate at 2 o'clock, and then you have FOMC press conference at 2:30. This one comes with a press conference, and so Wednesday is a big news day, but the thing is the 90% off code is no longer active on Wednesday. It ends today. So what you can do is you can stock up on them. Let's say you're going to take the news trade anyways on Wednesday, no matter what. If you pass or fail, you're probably wondering, well, what should I do now? Well, you could be trading. But the problem is that, the promo is no longer there. But if you had stocked up on a few, let's just say like you get 20 accounts. Right, you want to trade 10 of them on news. Well, now you have 10 more accounts to trade until those become prop firm accounts or funded accounts. And then once those become funded, you can still be trading your other evals to get them up, so you can get even more evals at the 90% off rate. So this is why I recommend if you want to, this is why I recommend if you want to, right, stock up on the 90% off codes. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay more once you want to trade, right? Trust me, you're probably going to continue to trade if you make or break your accounts. So this is my recommendation. I just hope that makes sense. I just want to make sense here. I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I'm just saying, I'm just making sense here. This is the conclusion I've come to personally. I'm sharing it with you. Kellyanne, exactly right. I mean, if you have disposable income, the $20 for a 75 account, like how cheap is the like the 150K account? I think is a nice sweet spot. I've my like the pandas know, and I guess maybe I should get permission from pandas to share this information, but yeah, like I actually like any account that has at least $5,000 trailing threshold. I like that because for me, the minimum, like if I was trading my own personal money, I would want at least $5,000 buffer. So with one emini contract, how do I get to that conclusion? Well, risk reward, or sorry, it's cash management. How do we come about that number? Well, the general rule of thumb is if you're gonna trade one emini contract, you should have $10,000 of margin. That $10,000 comes from the fact that in most trades you risk about $200, right? A 4-point stop loss, that's your kind of your max risk. Then you do 4-point stop loss, which at one emini is $200 risk. The general rule of thumb of how much you should risk on every trade is you should not risk any more than 2% of your total account balance on any trade, which means that at $10,000. Right, 2% of 10,000 is $200. So that's why you have the margin of for every one e-mini you should have $10,000 of margin. For me personally, I'm okay with risking 4% of my account, which means that I need $5,000 in my $5,000 of margin. So that being said, with Apex, the amount that has at least $5,000 trend threshold is a 150K account, and all the other ones, of course, have more than that: 250K account, 300K account. But I really wouldn't go any lower than a 150K account because that would hinder my trading, because I wouldn't feel comfortable trading one emini. Now, I did say I recommend also the 50K account. I recommend that because it has the best bang for its buck for the trailing threshold versus the price target you need to make in order to pass the eval. So I think the 50K account is very nice. If you want to just pass your eval, you just want to get funded, I think that's decent. But your trailing threshold is only 2,500. So if you can get out of the woods, right? Basically, if you can gain about $5,000 on your account, then it's like any other account. Honestly, once you make profit, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what size account you have. You get the 25K account, but once you make $5,000 on the account, it does not matter. It just becomes whatever profit you make. That's the account you make. So only thing that really matters is the amount of contracts you can trade. And so the 50K account, I like that because I would really never trade more than 10 contracts on any trade. Personally, I wouldn't, at least on the funded account. I wouldn't trade more than 10 contracts on any one account. It's just too much risk. So to me, I feel like 50K is plenty enough, right? With the amount of contracts you can trade, 10 contracts, trap. It's quite a lot. And yeah, so now we're back in this blue box, just chopping up traders right now. So thoughts and prayers to you. Like, I would never enter this short here because already I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars overlapping. This is why I'm going on a rant right now, because I can tell by the price action this is a no trade zone. I'm sitting on my pause. It's a sit on your pause zone, and so we're just gonna let this happen and move on. So even if this triggers a second entry short, I'm not taking it. It's just too sideways, too choppy. We're basically around the previous day's close, going in and out of it. The market has found a nice equilibrium here. What that means maybe on the daily chart is that we could have a pause bar here on a daily chart, which is completely reasonable. That happens often. GC Burke, he's based here. He says the size of the Apex account is really meaningless. The only thing that matters is the size of the trailing threshold. I would say the size of the trailing threshold. Also what matters is the amount of contracts you can trade, and also a big difference is, which kind of goes along the trailing threshold, is the minimum account balance you need in order to withdraw money. So Kellyanne says you basically paid $30 for a 5K account. Exactly, that is my point. Exactly, $30 a month, and that's only for the first month. Once you pass your eval, you don't even pay that anymore, right? You could pay a one-time fee and then call it done for the PA account. So before prop firms, guess what I was doing? I was trading my own money, pandas. I was trading my own money, and I was losing thousands of dollars. Trading my own money, trying to learn the futures market. You can get the same experience, right? Let's say you bust your 50K, you bust your 150K account, you bust it, right? You lose basically $5,000. If you busted it with your own personal money, you would have lost 5K. You lost $5,000 versus losing $30 in fees to get the same experience and same potential of making money. So I'm just saying, pandas, take it or leave it, but it's the golden age of the prop firm right now. So choppy here. No trades. Apex stays afloat. I think it will. I personally think it will. It really depends on. I also agree with Hugh. If you can withdraw money, withdraw it. Withdraw it with an amount that you're okay trading with afterwards. Let's say, like, for me, I like $5,000 in my account, so I probably wouldn't withdraw my money to make it less than $5,000. But also, I will always withdraw my money because you want to protect your bamboo. You just want to take it out. So if the cash is in your hand, there's nothing Apex can do about it. It's in your hand and it's safe. It's secured. So I would say, if you can, use the opportunity to withdraw it, as much as you can, in order to still trade safely and properly after you withdraw it. That's my recommendation. Continue to do that. And if you really want to say, well, I want to grow my accounts to a certain amount, so I can trade more contracts, do that personally. Do that if that's really your goal. Take your money out and do that do it once you withdraw the money and use it as your personal accounts, and you can trade as many contracts as you want. I would say just do that personally. Don't do that with Apex. And I may sound like I'm doing Apex dirty, but that's just the smart thing to do as a consumer. Sounds like realizations. Can I cancel my busted account and start a new one? Of course. Today will be the last day you can do that. This is a no trade zone. Super choppy, super slow. Perfect time just to talk about some stuff that's going on. Pandas, tomorrow there is news. Sorry, Pandas. 1 second. All right, Pandas, we're coming back up. One thing is, if you're a bull, one good thing is that you tested a 20 EMA now. So now, no more unfinished business. I would agree with GC Berg. The price action these days have been pretty terrible. Hmm. At the end, even though we're going up a little bit here, it's very tough to tell which direction we should trade in. And I'm still sitting on my pause. Like, I don't have much here. And thank goodness for Big Mama, because without Big Mama, like, I wouldn't even be in a trade right now. You know, the price action is pretty terrible once you realize, Big Mama hits more than your typical setup. Big Mama's hitting more than just nice two leggies, unfortunately. What is going on here? Whew. No trades. Pandas, what can you do? Go and take what the market gives you. The market may wait till tomorrow to make a move. Like I mentioned, daily chart, when you have these kind of two strong bull bars, sometimes it pauses and then it will break above the previous candle's high, above the pause bar, which will be continuation. Let's see if we can find examples of that. Two strong bull bars, pause, pushes down, continues to push up here afterwards. Could easily do that. 2000 tick chart, any examples of that? I'll say probably 5 minute may have a lot of examples of that. Pause. Two pushes, pause, then pushes up. Actually breaks beneath and then reverses. 5 minute chart. Try to find good examples of two strong bull bars or two strong bars and then pausing. Two strong bars, pause, continues to go up. Man, look at this. Just looking at this frustrates me. This kind of price action here. Anyways, hard to tell what's going on here, and I'm just sitting on my pause, and this is part of trading, pandas. Like, this is why it's nice to have a community, because sometimes you got to sit through this together, and it's nice for community members to tell each other, hey, this is not a good time to trade. It's very confusing, and it's nice to have a community that can recognize this together. Might have a second entry long on the 10,000 tick and also the 5 minute. Again, I feel like triangles being formed here. Ooh, second entry long on the 10,000 tick, second entry long on the 5 minute chart. Oof. Right, 10,000 tick chart, second entry long.
10,000 tick trap.
A, B, C. Oof. 5 minute as well. A, B, C, second entry long.
5-minute trap.
Second entry long on the 5-minute chart. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't feel confident. I mean, it could be very bullish, but it's a risk. It could be a good swing trade. One that I'm willing to take. I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to take it. Whew, pushes up. Wow, jeez.
10,000 tick trap.
Second entry long on the 10,000 tick chart. Second entry long on the 5-minute chart is what actually finally propels us upwards. And there's no setup here on the 2,000 tick chart. I don't know. What can you do? Just watching this go and just like it keeps chopping up and down as it goes up. Maybe it's one of those days you just keep buying off the 20 MA. I don't know, but pandas, with that being said, this is confusing, and Kellyanne got that whole move on 10 contracts. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Protect those profits. But pandas, it's just like, I don't know. I can't tell what's going to happen. I don't have a setup on the 2000 tick, and I'm just watching this go without me at this point. So that being said, remember pandas, today's the last day for BMAT 90. Make sure you take advantage of that. And yeah, we are up 783. We got our bamboo. Basically, big mama trade here. Took it during stream, and we're up a nice healthy 783. That being said, pandas, hey, got my bamboo today. And pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. 9 o'clock for the main, or 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. Remember, there is news tomorrow at 10 a.m. and yep, 10 a.m. So we will be trading that news, or we'll be trading while that news happens. And hopefully I'll see you guys there. And until next time, pandas, always happy trading. God bless. Bye.